I am what scientists refer to as an American. Homo American. And as an American, I like a select few things. I like freedom. I like money. I like boobs. I like boob freedom with money. I probably shouldn't be shouting that. I am in Korea, by the way. Don't know if I mentioned that to anybody, but I am, in fact, in Korea. But as an American in Korea, my mind always goes to one single thing that overrides all of my base instincts for survival, such as water and or shelter and or... What else do you need to survive? Breathing? As an American, there's one thing I love above all else, and that is a good old-fashioned American hamburger. What I have here is not a good old-fashioned American hamburger. But what this does contain is the other distilled essence of what America is all about. Capitalism. Delicious, sweet, delectable capitalism. Somehow, like a demon in the night, McDonald's has chased me all the way from America here to my apartment in Seoul. But inside this bag is a mystery, because I asked, how is Korean McDonald's different from American McDonald's? Or is it different at all? And I can tell you already that it is in fact different, because the ordering experience was a little bit different. You see, McDonald's is trying to implement these cashier-list order takers known as computers. And these computers decide your fate instead of fairly interpreting it through spoken language. And until I can shout my order at a computer, I'm not going to trust it as much as shouting at an underpaid human being. In all honesty, it wasn't that much different than an American McDonald's in terms of the ordering procedure. Here's a few shaky videos that I took while I was in McDonald's. They're really bad because I'm not a professional vlogger, and I'm not good at busting out my camera in public because I'm embarrassed. Which is weird, because I'm pretty much not embarrassed about anything else in my life. I will literally do anything. I take that back completely. But the McDonald's wasn't that bad. It was clean, it was a bit crowded, but the order came out quickly, and I ordered a lot of crap. And by a lot of crap, I mean... For some reason, I thought I know what I ordered. Like, I only ordered the equivalent of about 25 bucks worth of stuff, but for some reason my brain thought that I was just gonna be slamming bags and bags of McDonald's onto the table. And that is not the case. But what I did order is a sampling of different sandwiches and different burgers, or as they call it in Korea, hamburger. Lixin, do you know how to translate that? Good. So, what I have here is an assortment, a variety, a different assembly of different tastes, some that are replicas of burgers that you would find in America, and some which are original burgers that you will only find here in Korea. And I'm going to taste them and use my encyclopedic knowledge of McDonald's food. I am well versed in the ways of McDonald's. I've been eating it since I was a young boy. I'm not proud of that fact, but I do know my way around a McDonald's menu. Just throwing it out there. I'm so hungry. I'm salivating with a pot. So, first step first. The cornerstone of all McDonald's. The Pimp Daddy. No, it's breaking the first bit of soil. When you're building a new skyscraper, you always have this ceremony that's digging into it where all the executives who don't get paid minimum wage to move dirt around decide to put on a bunch of hard hats. Just, I don't know why, there's not even anything above their heads yet, but they put on a bunch of hard hats, they get a bit of ribbon, they cut the ribbon with giant scissors, and then they dig a hole with a tactical shovel. And I don't know why those two are juxtaposed against each other, but that's just culture. Business culture, capitalism, it's delicious. You wouldn't understand if you don't have money. Anyway, this is the cornerstone. Why didn't I just say that from the beginning? This is the cornerstone of McDonald's, their French fry. This is what they're known for, besides all the burgers and the possibly destroying the environment with the meat industry. But that's besides the point. This is what they're known for. And the heart attacks and general overall diminishing of the human body's capability to repair itself. This is what they're known for. If it wasn't very clear, I am not sponsored by McDonald's. And I will continue to shit on them, despite the fact that I am a hypocrite and I enjoy their food. Okay, right off we have a problem. This is soggy. The taste is there. The taste is there, but the texture is gone. One thing that McDonald's is known for is just really crispy. Not crispy, not like crunchy crispy, but it's got a snap to it. Not bad, but it is soft. And what's weird is they taste fresh, which says to me this is just how these fries are. Now, I might be mistaken. This is only one sample size. Statistics are out the window, but from my anecdotal evidence, this is subpar. The taste is there, like I said. Well, this is a limp dick fry if I ever saw one. But this is what you can visually see, how this has no snap to it, because it's a limp dick fry. That's a tasty limp dick though. Not bad, but chewy. Maybe it's better for me. Maybe it's not as deep fried. Maybe it's healthier. I lie to myself. Next up we have McNuggets. If there was ever something that showcased Mr. McDonald's egotism and narcissism, it's putting Mick in front of everything. McNuggets. These are just chicken nuggets, but they're now McDonald's patented chicken nuggets by putting a Mick in there. They're no different. But is the shape there? Oh, interesting. Okay, so the shape is there. If you didn't know, these are completely artificial in every way. I'm not 100% sure if they're from Pink Slime,
but I can't prove they're not.
And you know they're fake because they have 4 distinct shapes. They have rectangle, they have boot. Doesn't look quite right. And I know my way around a McNugget. They have circle, I guess. Okay, I seem to be missing some because there are 4 distinct shapes. I know this. These are the shapes. You can look them up. Bing, bam, boom, and boom. Normally, when I get it, I always get spicy buffalo, ranch, and barbecue. They didn't have barbecue. They didn't have spicy buffalo, but they did have this thing called Cajun. So that sounds pretty good. Ooh, that smells like spicy mayo you get at a sushi place when you're me and order everything with spicy mayo and then ruin the sushi by dunking it in there and then dunking it in soy sauce, or in Korean as known as ganjang. I'm an asshole is basically what I'm saying. But first I'm gonna try it by itself. Now there's a crunch. There's a snap. Is it weird of me to want to describe this more as a biscuit or a cookie than a McNugget? Because that's what I'm getting out of it. It's got a much crisper, much drier texture, but it doesn't taste like that dry texture that I would get from an American McNugget that I hate. This is good. Doesn't taste like chicken. No, it tastes like nothing. This tastes like cardboard, but it's a pleasant experience. See, this proves that I'm purely a texture-based eater. I love the flavor of mushrooms, but I cannot stand eating a mushroom just because the texture is wrong. I like the flavor of many goopy, gushy things, but if the texture's off, I can't do it. And this is a fine texture, if I do say so myself. Tastes like cardboard, but I'm okay with that because I'm a basic bitch and I have no requirements for quality. Speaking of which, what is your favorite shape? Because each shape has, I swear to God, each shape has a different flavor. I can't prove it because I have no scientific way of proving taste, but I swear each shape of a McNugget has a different flavor. I'm not lying about that. I'm not joking. I'm not exaggerating. Please, if you know what I'm talking about, please back me up because I feel like I'm crazy. I've never asked anyone about this. I've never said it out loud, but I've always thought this. Each shape has a different flavor. If you believe me, if you agree with me, back me up and tell me that this is not the boot, but the boot has the best flavor. It's just a fact. And it's a fact I can't prove, but I know it's a fact, which is how facts work, right? That's how it works. Yeah, on the internet it is. So this is the Cajun sauce. It's got like a horseradish kick to it. It's not bad, despite the face that I made. Do an instant replay of the face. It's got like this horseradish kick. It's a spice, but it's not like a capsaicin spice. It's a horseradish spice, a wasabi spice. It's not bad. I go back for more, but at first it was unpleasant because my brain didn't know what was going on. I don't like the sauce very much. It's not bad though. Napkins. I guess I could do a review of the napkins. They don't have the McDonald's logo imprinted on them, which makes me very sad because I definitely like to wipe my... Oh, they do! It's really subtle! Okay, I'm happy now. All right, okay, a staple. I'm gonna go with like the normal stuff first and then escalate to the more Korean types of food that they have here. This is just a quarter pounder with cheese. Or as in Korean it says, quarter pounder cheese. There's a lot of words in Korean that are simply American words or words from all around the world that are ham-fisted and smashed into the Korean dialect. Okay, so it's got all the basic ingredients. The burger doesn't look too happy, but you know, maybe it'll be happier when it's in my mouth because that's its purpose. That tastes like home. The meat's a little bit more rubbery than what I'm used to. And I'm pretty sure that most of these burgers only contain about like 20% rubber. This one might be at like 25, 30% rubber, but it tastes very much like if I was getting a burger in America. This would be a burger that I would think had been sitting there for a little bit longer than it should have, but I'd still eat it because I'm like, I'm driving or something like that, or it's 3 a.m. and I've got nowhere else to turn to, and I pull in with shame in my eyes and sweat on my brow, and I've got pitch stains, and I greasily look over at the cashier and hand them my soggy credit card, and they take it and they look at it for a few minutes as if they've never seen a credit card before because it's 3 a.m. and they don't care, and then they slam it in the machine, and they don't hand me my receipt, they throw it in my general direction because they can't look at me and I can't look at them either, so I hope to catch it, and if it wafts away in the wind, then so be it. I never needed my receipt in the first place, and I shuffle off to the next window. Oh no, I don't, because it's the same window. So instead of shuffling off to the next window, I just sit there in my car, and I don't know whether to roll my window up or keep it down. You know, I don't know if it's rude to keep it down and look at them, or maybe I should roll it up. Maybe that's rude, because like I'm cutting them off and then I gotta put it back down again for them to just give me my food. And I never know how long it's gonna take, because 3 a.m. it's a crapshoot whether it's gonna come out in 2 seconds or 2 hours. So I just sit there kind of like thinking about reaching for the window rolly-uppy, and then I eventually just roll up the window, and then right as I do, then they bring out the food. And then, you know, my order's wrong, so I don't bother to check, because at that point I just, like, my body only needs sustenance in one way or another. It's either that or I start chewing on the steering wheel, and to be honest, my mouth wouldn't know the difference. And then so I drive off into the night and consume and park under a bridge and just... Anyways, pretty good. It's not bad. And the onions are crisp. I might come back to that. I know this seems like a waste, but as I said in the beginning of the video, I'm an American, and waste is pretty much all of our middle names. I'm gonna try to finish things. I'm gonna try, this'll be like a mukbang, which is that Korean thing where they record themselves or live stream themselves eating an ungodly amount, which I might do. Boom. I think I'm missing something. I guess we're not so different after all. Even they get orders wrong, because I'm pretty sure I ordered a chicken sandwich. Apparently I didn't. There was another problem with the interface. The computer was slow, so I felt bad making everybody wait for my Ooh, it's got a hat! It's got a collar! It's such a beast! I don't know what this is about, but okay. So I'm not typically a Big Mac guy. When I go to McDonald's, I usually default for the quarter pounder, or the double quarter pounder, depending on how much I hate myself in that particular moment. But I like the Big Mac. It's not bad, but I do know it's not the best value, because these are the same patties they put in their double cheeseburger and their McDouble. Why would anybody get a double cheeseburger when they could just get a McDouble? The only thing that's missing is a slice of cheese, and I'm not gonna pay 40 cents more for a slice of cheese when I'm already paying $1.39 for a McDouble. I miss it back in the day when it was the 99 cents meal. No, that's rubbery. The special sauce, it's not that special. I think it's just like mayonnaise and ketchup and some other schmutz. But these patties are just plastic. And the lettuce is kind of sad, a little old, a little dehydrated. Yeah, it doesn't have much water left in it. Pickles are fine. Never mind, that pickle was not fine. So that's the first disappointment I've had. I don't default to the Big Mac, but I like the taste of a Big Mac. And that is just not that big and not that Mac. That being said, I hate myself. I would finish this and I will try to. But I'm gonna wait till the end. So this, oh no, this is the chicken. I did get it, I forgot. Because this one's called the McSpicy Shanghai Burger. And I feel like someone should be insulted by that name, but no one seems to be raising a fuss about it. So I guess I can't really say anything otherwise. But anyway, so this is the one that's chicken. So what the hell? This lettuce is green. That tastes fresh. What kind of lettuce did they put in this? They made it at the same time. Why does this have fresh and that has not fresh? So this is basically a McChicken, chicken sandwich deluxe. My guess is. It says McChicken's Shanghai, but it seems to just be. That's what I get for being me and existing in the first place. Okay, it seems to just be chicken, a tomato slice, and lettuce. Much better lettuce looking than that lettuce. I don't usually go for the chicken deluxe sandwich because I don't like tomato. We'll see what happens. That's a tasty bite. That is a tasty bite and tastes fresh. I think it might be the good lettuce and not the old stinky cabbage. Oh, I do like that. I got nothing else to say. It doesn't taste Korean. Like so far, nothing here has tasted Korean. Everything just tastes in varying levels of quality, which is amazing considering all these were made at the same time. But I'm assuming that's all just due to the different way it's cooked and the different sources of ingredients. This tastes good. Very good. I think in Korea they just have better sources of chicken than they do have beef because they just don't have the space to raise cattle. So all the beef has to be imported, I believe. I like that. I got nothing else to say about it. Still sad. I think that like the edge pieces are usually safe bet. Just soft. Okay, so this is where things get Korean. Cue the Korean music. And Lixian, if you put on something offensive, I swear to God, people will come after you. Better not be Chinese. Better not be Japanese. Korean. And not K-pop. Not K-pop. Just don't put on anything. Put on the old music, whatever it was. God. This one's called the bulgogi burger. Now, bulgogi is like Korean barbecued meat. It's basically, Korean barbecue is colloquially known as like a restaurant that does stove in the center of the table and you cook the meat yourself. It's delicious. If you haven't gone to a Korean barbecue place, go for there. But bulgogi is basically barbecue beef. Gogi means meat, bul means fire meat, barbecued meat. It's kind of the same. I don't know if I'm 100% on that one, but that's what I kind of generally understand about it. So this one has meat, bulgogi sauce. You can kind of think of it like a teriyaki, but it's not teriyaki. It's got an egg in here. It is just drowned in sauce, which I love. I love sauce. There's also cabbage here. It's gonna be a weird mixture of flavors, and I don't know how I'm gonna handle it, but man, here we go. That's fascinating. I can't say it's the best thing I've ever had, but that is just a fascinating combination of flavors that tastes distinctly like Korean food I've had around here. If I put on a blindfold and I went down to the street corner and I got some Korean food from some random schmuck, I wouldn't mistake it for this burger. That's not what I'm saying. But the flavor profile is very distinctly Korean. And it has to just be the sauce, right? I mean, also the lack of ketchup. Maybe it's the lack of what I'm expecting out of a burger that's more surprising than the addition of anything else. Because when I try a hamburger, there's always mayonnaise, ketchup, some mustard, depending on the burger.
Hello. New episode of sleep. Available now. Also, new cloak gear. Available now. Links in the description. Go.
The flavor was so intense it stopped the recording on my camera. Conclusion. It was good, but not that good. I didn't like it that much. It might have been an acquired taste. If I'm mad, it's because I hate losing footage. But in this case, I didn't lose that much footage, so it's all good. I didn't notice that it was stopped recording until just a little bit ago, so I'm fine. I'm fine. And also, you missed my outrage because I didn't get another item that I ordered called the corn pie. What is a corn pie, you might ask? Well, frankly, I don't know. I don't know if a corn pie is something that's supposed to emulate something from America or if it's a Korean thing. It doesn't seem like a Korean thing because I've never seen a corn pie here. It was right next to the apple pie. Now, an apple pie I know, and I know that Koreans have good apples, but I don't know anything about their corn. And I definitely don't know anything about their corn pies. And also I know for a fact that Koreans are not known for their pies because Koreans don't typically have ovens. That's just a thing. Like Koreans for the longest time, in their history, they didn't have ovens. They didn't bake a lot of things. So there's not really any basis for them to be a corn pie. But I'm never gonna know because I didn't get my corn pie because I ordered it, but it's 없어. It's not here. So I will do without, and I will make do with the last thing on my menu. And I even did a dramatic reveal of me going to get this thing. Am I recording? I bet if I'm not recording right now. I even made a dramatic flourish of getting this thing out of my freezer over there, because if there's one thing that I get from McDonald's more than anything else, it is a McFlurry. This is Korea's McFlurry. Now there's a weird difference here right off the bat. It's got this bag, which is very convenient, I guess. Seems like a waste of plastic, and I'm not about wasting plastic because of the sea turtles and everything else in the ocean. I don't know why this is here, but it's good for carrying, I suppose, but also it could be good for carrying if I just had a cup with a lid, but I don't. I've got a bowl, question mark? Either way. So what this is a salted caramel McFlurry. Sounds pretty good to me. I really like this Stroopwafel McFlurry that they brought to America for a little bit from wherever Stroopwafels are made. So I'm assuming that this is going to be pretty good. What's weird is the salted caramel isn't even it's got the names of the different McFlurries here, but it's not even listed on here. So maybe it's a new thing. I have no idea. Okay, whatever. Bippity poppity poop. That's a pleasant experience. Ooh. Just wanted to get the smell deep inside my nostrils. Okay. If there's one thing hard to get wrong, it's sugar. Sugar is pretty much ubiquitous across any country. It crosses over borders, it crosses over boundaries. This has sugar in it. And it's tasty because my brain is a basic bitch. And when it gets sugar, it screams and runs and shouts out how much it's in love with whatever is getting the sugar inside of my body. There are a surprising amount of things that the human body will do for sugar. And there's a surprising amount of things that sugar does to the body in return. Mostly bad things. Sugar is probably the worst thing you can put inside your body. And yet here I go because it tastes so good. Then again, that's probably why people do heroin. The ice cream is not the same. I have not gotten a lot of ice cream while I've been here in Korea, but the ice cream is fundamentally a little different. Now that's not to say it's bad, it's just different. It's not what I would expect when I would get, say, an ice cream cone if I'm walking around an amusement park, or a McFlurry. I don't know if it's just a different way they make it, or if it's the different ingredients, or if it's a different mix, or different cows, or what it is, or different milk. Maybe it's goat milk, I don't know. But all I know is it tastes a little bit different, but that doesn't mean it's worse. Still tastes good. And this, oh, it's good. I just inhaled something. Dust. It's probably fine. This is good. I don't see how it could be bad. That's what I thought when I ordered it, and frankly, I'm kind of confirmed on that assumption. It is a McFlurry. And all a McFlurry is just a bunch of shit thrown into ice cream. And that's what this is. Conclusion. The wheels of the corporate machine don't stop no matter what country it is in. Wherever it finds itself and wherever it's able to dig its claws into, it will spread its genes far and wide, and the apple will not fall too far from the proverbial tree. So McDonald's in Korea is not that different from McDonald's in America. If you are an American and you like an American hamburger, you probably aren't eating at McDonald's. But if you are a basic bitch like myself and find yourself going to McDonald's more times than you would like to admit, this is not a bad place to go, because it's not bad overall. The staples that you would find in America taste almost the same, except for the fries. That's disappointing, but what can you do? Maybe that's just a fluke. It might just be a fluke. I've had wildly different fry experiences from McDonald's in America, so might just be a fluke. The McNugget's pretty good. The Big Mac, I'm dying. McDonald's heard the shit I was talking about. Like and subscribe before I go. Make sure to ring that bell.